And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And starting this one, Casey Mize. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
All right, ready to go here. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. In there at the knees, and that's how this game gets started. Oh, what a stop. Throws from the seat of his pants, and they get the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Here's Jesse Winker. Hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. Swing and a pop-up. Lopez hauls it in for the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Pete Alonso.
Boog, he's really been showing off the pop in this series so far. 2 homers. And you know, he'd love to add on with another shot today. I'm interested to see how they approach him.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization, who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Alonso mashed a couple of homers in his last game.
Ball.
Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here with my pal Siggy, and pitching in this game, Clay Holmes.
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, you know, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, you know, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those 3 pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
Dane Myers, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Yeah, the batter now, Kyle Stowers. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That one
That's
misses, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Breaking ball, and that got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch just misses.
He's been successful finding ways to get on base, and that's not easy for rookies to do. His career is off to a good start. That's what you want to see from one of your top prospects.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Great location with that two-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with two strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
It's 0-1.
Two on, one out. Right through there for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for him.
Connor Norby will hit next.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Swing and a chopper. Vientos. And that is that. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. No score.
It ain't no surprise. A full moon sits in the sky. You better watch your back tonight because
back here at Lone Depot Park. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, Juan Soto. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike one.
Let's go, Casey.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that's outside. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
That is it. The catcher, number 4.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Nice stop. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Marlins DH, Jesus Sanchez. Little chopper rolls foul. The pitch. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Next offering is downstairs. And that's outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And stepping in is the speedy Otto Lopez. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. One out, base is empty.
Hike one.
To the right side, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up next for Miami, Evan Carter. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Lopez stands at first with one out.
Hey, now let's go.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Squirts away a little bit. Good job to fight that one off. Man at first, one away. On the ground. And that's a fair ball. Lopez headed for third. The throw in, the tag out.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong, as a really nice throw came into third.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Edwards now at the plate. Splits the plate. That's strike one. Man on second, 2 down. That's to third. Boots it. Still able to fire over. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the missed play costs him.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Dane Myers. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And that's down and away.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And it goes just foul. Next offering misses. 3-1 now. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the first run of the game as the Marlins take the lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. And there's a foul ball. That's down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And that one is inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's through there for a strike.
Then, boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Right through there. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Mize back to work. That one laced to center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Late swing fouled off. In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
You know, sometimes a throw that bounces into second base can be just as good as a perfect throw in the air. Almost a little bit easier to handle at second base. For me, that caught stealing right there was all about a really poor jump off first. Just didn't time it well, and he was toast after that.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. That's the third out. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that one fouled off. And a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next up for the Marlins. Went down on strikes his first time through. In there at the knees for a strike. Mountcastle, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. That's out to center field. Nimmo pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Third base, number 1, Connor.
And now here is Connor Norby. He's 0 for 1. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So When you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The 1-0.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
2 down, nobody on. Swings over the top of that one. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to inning number 4. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. A little bit high, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Ripped on a line. Stowers puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Jesse Winker getting ready to hit. That one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Hit in the air, center field. Myers nabs it, and there's 2 away. Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Foul ball. Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 out, space is empty.
Ball. 2-2.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's a 2-0. Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now the shortstop, Otto Lopez. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next one in the dirt. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's through for a hit.
Number 33.
One down. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Singled and scored his first time. Right through there for a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
In for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Oh, 0-2 now. And that one popped in the air left field. Winker should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
On the ground to third. They take the force out. That's the inning. One left for Miami, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
I'm about to ball like James. I'm about to shoot like Steph. I'm about to call like Pablo. I'm about to score like Nado. No. I'm a classy rapper for white adjustment. Blessed boo for the eats I got, though I thought I'm my blue.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Puts it away for the out. One down.
Now back, the third baseman, Mark.
So digging in, Mark Vientos. And he's already singled in this game.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there. Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Looked like it was a little bit up. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1-2 to count.
That's to third, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but Now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now Francisco Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. A little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
1 and 2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Brandon Nimmo. A single his first time. Check swing, called strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Vientos, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Foul ball there.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
In there. And so now 1 and 2. Activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett getting loose out there. Minter, a left-hander, also throwing. And now the count is even. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Clay Holmes gives way. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Max Kranick.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So up next, Agustin Ramirez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Here's your 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Next offering way off the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 8.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. I got away with a win, but I'm about to spend what I made.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Nimmo has it sized up. And that's the 3rd out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Tyrone Taylor. Mize back to work. And a swing and a miss. Taylor goes 6'1", 31 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2012. And it's caught for the out. Jeff McNeil stands in. Grounded out his first time. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Right through there for a strike. The Marlins trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're at the top half of the 6th. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that extends the inning.
The left fielder, number 3.
So digging in, Jesse Winker. This one in the air, right field. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Miami, bottom of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett up and loosening in the pen. Nunez getting loose as well. Not even close there. 2-0.
No, that's out.
That clips the corner.
3-1.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
You want to see a guy, he's working hard to try to fix it, but just not able to stay tall or either lay off the pitch. Either stay tall on the backside so that you can get on plane or just lay off of it up there, which it's hard for him to do right now.
Sanchez batting with one down takes a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
High fly ball out towards left field. Back there. That's not coming back. So he goes the opposite way with that one. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Base is empty, one away. Now here is Otto Lopez. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
No balls, one strike.
Right through there for a strike. Caught him looking for the K.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Carter up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Strike three struck him out for the third time today.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Soto in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
That's off the inside corner. Now 2-0.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Vientos in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher, because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs.
That's a ball. 1-2.
And now 2-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly. Still down 3-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
And a strike.
0-1.
Inside.
Oh, that's it.
And 1-1. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Now batting, center fielder.
Back on my Brooklyn. Yeah.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. And that one upstairs. way high.
2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one's in there. Now 2-1. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses. 3-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
We got a full count.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Line drive. That's a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1. Stowers off of first with 2 away. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor ranging after it and makes the grab. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ronnie Enriquez. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And that clips the inside corner.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Miami's bullpen with some action. Matt Brash, the closer, is getting loose. Doval also getting ready. And strike 2.
1-2. Count.
Next offering misses down and away. Three-two now.
Full count.
Line to left and foul ball. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Tapped in front of the plate. Throws to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. And a count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Mets trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. That misses, and the count is 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Nunez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And it's fouled away. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And that one a little below the knees. Now 1-2.
That's a ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
John 3:16, wrap around the leg, she put my name in black.
Norby in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Reed Garrett up and throwing. The 1-0. Inside, nope, just missed. Check swing, and he went. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And There's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to kick into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's there with a double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
One out, runner at second. Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Just missed.
1-0.
Man at second. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count even at 1. And the slider just misses.
Ball, that's low.
This one in the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Norby stands at third with one gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Sit down on strikes. Frozen with a backdoor slider.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Strike 2.
And that's downstairs and outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Lopez tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Marlins leave 1, but they lead at 3-0. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Matt Brash. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. Ball one there.
That's low. That's
Just
a ball.
missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1. Outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Stowers pulls that one down, and there's one away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. Brash, 6'1" righty, 26 years old, and he was born in Canada. In there for strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One down, base is empty. Smoked on the ground a second. Quips it to Mountcastle. Now only 1 out remaining.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now the left fielder, Jesse Winker. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball. 2-0. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. Pete Alonso waiting to hit for the Mets. Swings and misses. 3-2 now.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
2 outs, runner at first. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Winker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That pitch gets the corner, and now it's even 1-1. Now this one gets away from the catcher. No advance, though. Two outs. They're down to their final strike.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Brash is just 1 strike away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
allergy, 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 allergy. Mama business like a melon sugar. I'm too kicking like Bukayo Saka. I was so low but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built from a xeno of light. Deep in the cold I was really outside. Lord told me read so I took his advice. Yes, now I can bring visions to life. Organically I'm a G. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Bouger, bouger, bouger.